Hello, everyone.
Okay, I didn't realize I was
Hey,
on
everybody.
mute. Hi, everybody.
I think, is that everybody who's in waiting room?
Hi, Chris.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you all for joining us. Alumni reunion, COVID-19 style. So, yeah, welcome to the Alumni of Color Mixer. President Decatur will offer a few remarks, and then we have a couple of other fun things to do, and we can just hang out.
Sure. So, Chris, actually, so can I totally break the order program a bit? Because I was going to propose, since we're a pretty small group, could we actually go around and just introduce? Because it would be great to hear from everyone on the screen. So
Absolutely.
cool. Though this is always the awkward thing in Zoom of figuring out how to do this. And so I'll maybe give a kind of set of folks in a row to go. So following on my screen, and so I've got Vivian, Nicholen, Diana, and Sylvia, and that'll be the first round, and we'll sort of go from there. So Vivian, I think you're up.
Hi. What did you want me to say?
Oh, just name, class year, any other thing you want to say.
Oh gosh. Okay. Hi, I'm Vivian. The class of 2012. I majored in sociology, minored in anthropology. I'm currently located in Chicago, originally from Los Angeles, and I work in third-party risk management.
I think I'm up next. I'm Nicholen Woodcock. I'm also from the class of 2012, and I dragged Vivian to this not 5 minutes ago. I majored in English, and then I went to grad school, and now I'm an English professor. I'm at Clark University in Worcester, Massachusetts, and I'm originally from Toledo, Ohio.
I think I was next. Hi, my name is Deoki. I go by D. I also majored in English literature. I'm class of 2011. I am currently located in Pennsylvania, and I work in diversity, inclusion, and equity work at Ursinus College.
Everyone, I'm Sylvia Mercado Masters, class of 1996. I was also an English major. Hi, Professor Mason. And Spanish literature double major. I am from Chicago and I live there now, and I'm an attorney.
Great. Thank you. And so again, just kind of following on my tile screen, I think I've got Cece, and Sasha and Abiel and Esmeralda as the next four.
So I'm Cece Hester Clark, formerly Cece Jewell, class of 1999. I was a major in molecular biology. I am from Columbus.
Sorry, I love all majors, but you know.
That's a good one.
Yes.
I am from Columbus, Ohio originally. I'm now an endocrinologist in a private practice, Triad Medical Partners in Charlotte, North Carolina.
All right, so it's me. My name is Sasha Fanny Holston, class of 2011, political science major, sociology minor. I am originally from Akron, Ohio. I now live outside Boston, but I'm actually coming back to the Midwest this summer. Fingers crossed. I really want to come back to Ohio. I would like to come back to Ohio for a little bit. So I am leaving Boston this year. And I have a law degree. I am a legal assistant right now. I am hoping to get into the diversity field. I'm trying to do a whole transition period while I'm also transitioning into a new job in a new city. So fingers crossed.
I think I may be next. I hope I didn't jump. My name is Abiel Hammonds. I'm a class of 0102. I took a short break and finished in between. Started out as a physics major, changed to psychology. And now I'm in computer science, actually. I did nonprofit for a while. I taught for a while. It took me a while to find my groove, but now I do computer science. I support HR systems at a corporation, global corporation right now, moving into data science soon, data engineering. Cece Jewel was one of my best friends there. Oh my goodness, she was there my first 2 years. So I encouraged her to come. I'm so glad to see her from St. Louis, Missouri, and back here now, right now.
Hi, I'm Ezzy Esmeralda Mora, Kenyan class of 2008. I graduated with an international studies major, and I currently work for Wayside Publishing, and I am an author of language learner literature. Oh, and I'm in Chicago, so I'm glad to hear others from Chicago too.
And then I think the last three on my grid, Jenny, Ulysses, and Ted.
Hi, I'm Jenny Murray, a class of 75, from Cleveland, Ohio. I majored in drama, from Cleveland, Ohio, currently living in White Lake, Michigan, and I retired from managing my own business 2 years ago.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see everyone. My name is Ulysses. I was class of 2016, and I majored in neuroscience at Kenyon. I think the department had just been made when I got there, so I was very lucky. And I'm currently in Connecticut at UConn, where I work at a lab here.
Hi, I'm Ted. I use he, him pronouns. I'm the class of 2005, and I currently live in Oberlin, Ohio. Do not judge me.
No, and then I don't know if the, I know many of the staff are probably already familiar to you, but maybe if we could go in order of Tristan, Kim, Chris, Ted.
Sure. I'm Tristan Naviska, class of 2013, and I work in the Alumni and Parent Engagement office here.
Hi, I'm Kim Wallace, and I also work in the Alumni and Parent Engagement office.
Chris Kennelly, I don't think I introduced myself when I started talking earlier, but Associate Dean of Students and Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. And I am in my 21st year here at Kenyon.
Hi, I'm Ted Mason. Good to see so many faces. Yeah, Yuli, it's back to Keep City here. I remember that. Yeah, I'm a professor of English. I'm Associate Provost for Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Senior Advisor to the President, and also a parent of a 2010 grad. We are all here, and I've been at Kenyon for longer than Chris. So.
So thank you for those introductions. It is great to have you all here and participating in this mixer. This is the end of a big day on campus. This was commencement day here at Kenyon, bringing to a close what was a pretty unusual and intense and challenging year across the board. As you may have been following, this is a year where we have really run in a sort of hybrid mode all year. So in the fall semester, we had first year and sophomore students on campus, but juniors and seniors studying remotely. Spring semester, we had sophomores, juniors, and seniors on campus, first year students studying remotely. what was really amazing this year is the way in which the entire community stepped up to the challenges that COVID brought. I think our students were truly amazing in their commitment to keeping each other and the community safe. And I think amazing in their resilience of managing everything from all of us learning how to figure out a lot of things that none of us knew how to do a year plus ago. And that includes lots of remote courses and remote teaching and learning. It includes things like how to run COVID testing stations, which became regular parts of life on campus, all the way up to, I think the exciting thing that we began in March was how to run vaccination clinics on campus. And so we ended the semester with the overwhelming majority of our students on campus vaccinated, and the same with our faculty and staff, and reached a point where today we could have an outdoor distance commencement ceremony where our vaccinated students could be unmasked during the ceremony and really have an opportunity for what could feel like and look like a normal commencement experience, which was really just amazing to think about how far we have come. This campus was this year, and the last year and a half was, I'd say, also particularly challenging for our students of color on campus, because of the fact that all of the challenges of COVID were playing out at the same time as all of the broader trauma brought on by the national racial reckoning that began about a year ago. And again, I think the Kenyan community was pretty remarkable in the ways that it has stepped up over the past year to really try to grapple with these issues and grapple with these issues in the context of a moment on campus where physical connection, or at least bringing people together physically in the same place, has been challenging. We've been able to launch this year a new program to do anti-racism, equity, justice training for all members of the community. So as all staff, all faculty, and really working through a cycle of making sure that all students get this as well. And the plan is to do this on a regular basis and in a scaffolded way so that we can really begin addressing deeply entrenched cultural issues on campus and finding ways to do that in an intensive, focused way. We also started a set of, or program this year, and it's been under the leadership of Professor Mason, to kind of cultivate ideas from the ground up for whether they are programs or events or initiatives or components of the campus experience that folks want to see to advance sort of building an anti-racist culture on campus, and having funds available to support projects that come forward. And one of the things that's been neat to see over the course of the semester is, I think initially over the course of the year, many of the proposals were things that were, I'd say traditional event speakers, that type of thing. As the year went on, I think we also began to see proposals that were much more intentionally driven towards, how could we, ideas, I think really creative ideas for developing programs that could actually impact and change culture on campus as well. And so it's been great to see both of those things move forward. And then I know some of you may be interested in sort of some major events on the calendar as we look forward to next year. In particular, this is a year for an Adelante reunion. We'll be celebrating the 35th anniversary of Adelante coming up in the fall. So if you are interested in participating, but right now we are anticipating having this as an in-person event around homecoming next fall. And so I believe that is September 26th. And I'm kind of looking for help for someone to give me a thumbs up that I'm kind of close.
24th through 26th. You're right on.
Okay, so I got the right date. And just as one thing I forgot, just in case you're interested, Kenyon made the decision fairly early in the vaccination process that we'd be requiring vaccination for all students beginning, actually beginning with the students who are here this summer for our summer programs. And so we are anticipating having a fully vaccinated campus next fall, which will allow us to, begin going back to whatever the new normal is for functioning with the campus, and we're really looking forward to that. But again, thank you all for participating and joining in this event as part of the larger set of reunion events, and we really appreciate your engagement with each other and your engagement with Kenyon. And I think with that, I'll hand things back over to Chris, who will actually do many more fun things than I do. So I will hand things back over to Chris.
Before we go much further, comments, remarks from Professor Mason, and then Kim Wallace from the alumni office.
And then I apologize, I am going to duck out for, I am having post-commencement dinner still kind of coming, so I am going to duck out, but thank you all. It's great to see you.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to echo one or two things that President Decatur mentioned. There were 4 prongs to the college's anti-racism program, and the one President Decatur mentioned in connection with one of the things I'm heading up, it's an anti-racism resource fund. And the college has got, I think, $50,000 annually. Therefore, proposals that come from anybody. We've had, for instance, some international students who have put together some podcasts, all the way up to a department that wanted to go a little bit deeper in its sort of anti-racism training, to something that's going to be coming starting next year, and that is the health and counseling and other parts of student affairs will be joining with the Steve Fund from University of Michigan to do some work on mental health resources for students of color. And that's a pretty substantial undertaking. But one of the things that will be going out will be from this program will be another call for proposals, and it can be, as President Decatur was saying, anything small from, let's say, student research to, and by small I mean in terms of scale, student research to podcasts to speakers to sort of larger initiatives. There's a committee of students, staff, and faculty that evaluate these proposals and then make recommendations to the president. So if you've got ideas, send them on, and I'll let you know how to apply. So those are the big things. Lots of things going on all over the campus. And actually, I'd be one more thing, a really remarkable set of initiatives in the Department of Athletics, who've taken this notion of anti-racism and under the direction of Jill McCartney, head of athletics, has really sort of taken it and run with it. And some really impressive stuff going on there. You will see later in June, I will disseminate a report to the campus community and to the alumni body of the things that have been going on all of this year. So you'll see that in more detail. That's the one thing I would want to mention.
Thank you. Kimberly.
Thanks, Chris. So in the Office of Alumni and Parent Engagement, and more broadly in the Advancement Division, we've had the pleasure of doing a couple of things this year that really relate to anti-racism efforts, either directly or indirectly. Most directly, I've had the pleasure of working with Ted, Nicholen, and some other alumni on the Alumni of Color Task Force, which was initially charged with essentially helping Advancement better engage volunteers, better recruit folks, better just communicate and work with our alumni of color who, by some metrics, are less engaged with these sort of big capital K Kenyan alumni activities while we know they're very much engaged with things through Chris's office, things through affinity and identity groups and other things that maybe don't always connect with our office. And we see that as being the onus on us to fix that, not the onus on the members of that community to fix that. And Ted and Nicholen and others not only gave us really great advice for that, but also identified some other gaps or some other things that they saw as areas for improvement in the college and other areas that they thought really could use some alumni perspective and some outsider perspective. And some of those really great ideas, one that I'm sure Ted will probably plug at some point, was having a BIPOC business directory that alumni who own small businesses or large businesses could promote their businesses, and we could share that with departments across campus and say, hey, if you're going to purchase something, you can not only support an alumnus or an alumna, but you could also support a Black-owned business, a woman-owned business, or whatever the case may be. So things like that are easy ways to actually put that theory and training into tangible practice. Some of the other things involve some sort of curricular recommendations that Nicholen has worked on closely with some faculty members to think about how to engage in anti-racism curriculum and learning without taking away that sort of safe haven for the folks who want to do that work and want to have those hard conversations, and not adding those folks into an environment that wouldn't be great with people who are just taking it to check a box. So lots of great work coming out of that. And I'm sorry, I realize I see Ezzy on the screen here. I forgot that you were on the screen because you were in the far corner for me. She is also on the Alumni of Color Task Force. So I apologize for that omission. So that's been a really great experience. I've also been working with Chris on the Adelante reunion, and we really just hope to, by and large, from our division, do a better job of engaging our alumni of color, not just when we want to talk about anti-racism, and not just when we want to do a training about allyship in the workforce, but engaging a more representative cross-section of our alumni for panels in industry, if that's folks in law, folks in medicine, folks in education, making sure that all of our alumni are seeing people who look like them represented in what have historically often been very white panels. And we recognize that that is doing all of our alumni a disservice by not having more diverse panels, not having more diverse events, and also frequently tapping members of the BIPOC community to speak about being BIPOC and not to speak about areas of scholarship and excellence in career fields. So those are just some things we're working on. So if you all have thoughts, feedback, positive, negative, super critical, we welcome it. There's been a lot of turnover in our division in the last couple of years. So there are no hard feelings in terms of what you may have seen before that may have been not something that fit kind of your expectation of your alma mater for alumni relations. So please reach out. I'll put my email address in the chat, but if you forget or lose it, you can always just email alumni@kenyon.edu as well. So we really want to thank you for coming and thank Chris for putting this together, because it's a joy for us to be able to get to see folks on the screen too.
Thanks.
So Chris,
Yes.
This is Jenny. I just wanted to jump in. I noticed most of the people attending are from recent years who have graduated. Being from the class of 75, there are acronyms that are being used with which I am not familiar. So if people could explain what those things mean when they're talking about them, it would be helpful for me. Thanks.
Yes. Anything in particular you can recall at the moment that we can clarify?
There's something that they were saying that's coming up, I think, this fall. I don't remember what the acronym was, but they're preparing for it.
One was the Adelante reunion, which is,
that's it.
Yeah, the Latinx student organization on campus. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I guess, I mean, I can think of KEEP, that maybe you're not familiar with that program as well. Professor Mason mentioned it briefly. So if I remember correctly, it's the Kenyan Educational Enrichment Program. And that's something I'd love to hear about if like there have been any developments later on, but it's usually a small cohort of students who would come early in the summer after their high school year. And, we would do 3 weeks of science and data analysis courses, and then 3 weeks of English classes. And it was a way of kind of meeting other students who maybe shared our backgrounds, or kind of finding a group that we can kind of belong to early on. I was a part of it. I loved that program, and the kind of experiences that, I was able to have with the people there. So I guess that's, if you haven't heard of that program, that's KEEP.
Yeah, Ulysses, I think you were a part of a cohort of 12, but now we have cohorts of 24. And we also have a STEM component by virtue of a grant written by Karen Hicks in biology. So we bring in up to 36 students now in the summer. Okay, so we were planning to do a little breakout so folks would get to know one another better. So we'll do a couple of quick breakout rooms, 3 or 4 minutes, and folks can go into a little bit more detail, get to know one another, and then we'll come back and do something else fun. So Nicholen, to finish my point, because you know why.
Okay.
All right, so all right, now we're going to do a little fun little quiz. So we're going to break into 3 groups again, and then the random groups. So this is your team, and so we'll take let's do 5 minutes, maybe 7 minutes. 7 minutes to answer the questions, and then the team with the most correct answers will win something, t-shirt probably, and then we'll come back. So no Googling. Just use your networking to answer these questions. So if Professor Mason wants to participate, that might be a couple of answers there. If Tristan Naviska wants to participate, he might have some answers too. And all of you, of course, have some answers as well. So, all right, so we're going to put you in the groups, and then we'll drop the questions in the group.
All right, I'm gonna send you into groups, but if you're one of the staff who is abstaining from participate, just bring yourself back to the main room. Good luck.
That was easy quiz, right?
Yep.
Professor Mason says, yeah.
Can I was going to use my mulligan. Can I withdraw late from this quiz after this quiz?
All
Me
right.
too.
So somebody keep record for your particular group, so we'll know who got the most correct.
Should we put our answers in the chat? I wrote them all down.
So no, just check off the list.
Fine, okay.
So the first question, the 1795 treaty that allowed for the removal of indigenous people and the eventual location of Kenyan and Gambia was the Treaty of Greenville.
Oh.
All right. To encourage young scholars who are members of underrepresented groups to consider liberal arts colleges rather than university teaching, Kenyon offers what fellowship? You're on mute, Ted.
Is this for students or for faculty, young faculty?
Young faculty.
Oh, it's the Yarborough then.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Maryland Yarborough Fellowship. Whose name is named after Maryland Yarborough, who's a parent of what's the name? The great swimmer.
Carl Ainsworth.
Carl Ainsworth. Yeah. All right. So question 3: the Honors Day Chinese Prize is named for 2 brothers who graduated from Kenyon in '69 and '73. Who are they? Thomas and Jack Au.
Jack Au.
Yeah. All right. And what year was Adelante founded?
Is it 96?
1986. 35th reunion?
Oh, 35th. I thought it was 35th.
I thought it was 25, so I was like, oh.
Who was the advisor to the founding members? who is currently still a professor on campus?
Nicholen. I think she got it right.
Who is
Ezzy, you got
Nicholen?
this.
Di Pasquale?
Di Pasquale is correct. All right, which founding member of the BSU delivered the statement of policy by Black students of Kenyon College to President William Caples on January 30th, 1969?
Was it Buddha?
Nope, it was Pope. Ed Pope.
We got that. Mhm.
All right. Ted Mason knows this one.
No, actually, I don't. My brain blanked on them. I see their images.
Name the two African Americans who joined Kenyon's English department in 75 and 78. 75 was Kenneth Bluford, and 78 was Mary Rucker.
Bluford and Rucker. Yep.
All right. In 1989, who was named as the first director of multicultural affairs? That was Mila Cooper. All right. During the late 1830s, 3 to 4 indigenous students were enrolled at Kenyon. From which tribe, nation did Philander Chase recruit these students? He rode, I guess, horse 100 miles to recruit these students, and they were from the Mohawk tribe.
Mohawk. Okay. We said Miami. Do we get credit for M?
Yeah, you get like that little 5.
For M.
Oh, all right. Okay.
In 1950, after receiving a request that Kenyon's 2 Black players not participate in the game, who did Kenyon cancel the football game against?
Was this one Sewanee?
It was.
Yes.
We got one.
All right, so let's see. Ted's team's got 1. Abiel's team's got 2. And what
No,
about?
wait a minute. No.
No. We have 1.
Sasha's keeping credit for us.
Okay.
1, 2.
Ted Samuel.
Yeah, Samuel. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Samuel 1. Ted Mason's team.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Wow.
What? We have 3.5.
6.5.
Mason's team 3.
Well, 6.5 if we want to get real technical.
All right, so put in the chat the members of that team. So we have a record of that.
Actually, Sammy, can you do it? Because I'm actually on my portal. Wait, is she there? Oh, she's on
Sammy?
mute.
Okay.
I'm on my Facebook portal.
Yeah,
so-
you need the names of everybody in our group.
The names. Yeah.
So she's upstairs. I'm downstairs.
All right. That's a bit of multicultural diversity trivia from Kenyon. All right, so now the last thing I have, and then after I'm done, you guys can hang on as long as you want, but one last thing here. We always do a raffle in my office, regardless of what the event is. I love to give away nice Kenyan prizes. So let's see, where is my wheel of names? Okay, so let me share my screen. All right, so I'll spin the wheel and then I'll give a prize for each time it lands on somebody. All right, so the first prize is this very nice Kenyan cap. So let's spin and see who we end up with. Javier. Okay, so it's up to you. Do you want me to remove people after they win, or is it okay for people to win multiple prizes? What do you all say?
I think remove.
You think remove?
Just share the love.
All right, I'm going to remove. Okay. All right, next. Is it Sami? All right, so I have what I call a medley of Kenyan socks. So that's at least 4 different pairs, nice Kenyan socks. All right, let's see who we got now. Adriana, is Adriana on here? I don't know, I don't think so. Okay, we'll go again. I don't think Harold made it, so we'll remove Harold.
Yay.
Got a nice t-shirt for Cece.
Sorry, I thought I was muted, everybody.
All right. Got a nice Kenyan pullover. Ulysses.
Ooh.
Shirt for Sasha.
Yay!
All right. Perfect gift for Ted. We have a set of wine glasses.
That's so fancy.
I don't think Amanda is here, so we will remove Amanda. Alex? No? Okay. Nice Kenyan blanket for Ezzy.
Ooh.
All right. Nicholen. If you've already framed your diploma, you can give
Yes,
it.
I already have that same frame.
No, you don't. You don't have this one.
Well, I have my
Right, you
diploma.
have a frame. So you can gift it to someone else.
Give it to me, Nicholen. I'll take it.
Oh goodness. Okay, Vivian can have it.
It's really nice, Vivian. It's even nicer than Nicholen's.
My diploma's still rolled up in the original purple like thing.
Same.
Mine too.
All right, so I'm going to leave Nicholen's.
Back in the box.
I'm going to remove Vivian and leave Nicholen in since she gave it away. All right, and then the last gift is a very nice leather backpack. It says Kenyon College.
Oh, that's fancy.
Thank you.
Yes, very nice. All
Thank
right,
you
that
very
is
much.
it. That is it.
Chris, thank you so much. It was so fun to see you.
Yes, good to see you all. So the room is open. You guys can hang out as long as you want and chat. I'll stop
Thank you
sharing.
kindly.
Oh, goodness.
So good to see.
And I'm happy to make someone else a host if you want to kick the staff out and chat among yourself too. We won't be offended.
Chris, I
Yes.
just want to say thank you. I appreciate what you do for us on the campus. You always do it first class. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I don't know if you have the numbers yet, but do you know if what money we got for the student support funds for ODI from Kenyon Together?
I do not have the final numbers yet. But I think in total, we raised about $600,000 maybe, something like that.
While we're talking, I'll pull up the preliminary number, Todd. It's definitely not comprehensive of those last minute things, but I could at least get you in the ballpark. Hold on just a sec.
Chris,
I don't know if you all saw the Kenyon Together community event and fundraiser, but one of the places where you could direct your funds was to ODI's student success funds. And I don't know, I know my friends raised a fair amount of money, more than I expected. So I was really excited to see money going directly to students. Wow, okay.
What is it?
8,000.
A little over 8,600, yeah.
Nice, okay.
Chris, I want to shout out Sharoy Taylor came after the introductions. She was a chemistry major and she works in chemistry now at a lab like Yuli does.
Yes, she was in one of my groups, so yes.
Oh, good.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
Thank you, God. Thank you, Abiel.
Welcome. You're welcome. Cece, I don't know if you remember Sharoy, because you know we were all on the chemistries together, the whole science space.
Yeah, I remember you, Sharoy.
Hey, Cece, how you doing?
I'm good. You?
I'm doing all right. You know, the hair is fabulous and it's a good Friday night and I just had a good time, so.
So if you want a prize, send me your mailing address and I will ship these things out to you on Monday.
Thank you.
I just sent my email to everybody, so shoot me an email.
Can I make a quick plug for an event that's happening next week? The Alumni of Color Task Force, we're hosting a panel on allyship in the workplace, and we're centering race in that discussion. It'll be on Tuesday at 7 p.m. And I think you can register if you get any of the links regarding reunion events, it should be there. It'll feature Melzetta Moody, class of 2005, Kevin Pan, who's a medical student and a former Teach for America fellow, class of 2015, I believe, and Dave Hansen, who's a public defender in Columbus, class of 87. This is not necessarily meant to be like a panel of experts telling you how to be an ally. It's real people in real professions who are talking about their experiences with allyship and what they've seen works. It's more of a guided conversation. So feel free to join in and feel free to tell people about it.
I'm looking forward to that next week.
Same.